If you're still waking up at 5 a.m. to hustle every day, you're not disciplined. You're just wasting your time. I've spent the last couple months watching everyone chase a fake success, and I've realized that that's the reason everyone 19 through 25 feels stuck. You're working hard, but you're not actually moving forward, and you don't realize it. So I'm here to call it out that your grind is a lie. Grinding in itself is a lie. Now I know you like, what you mean grinding is a lie. I'm gonna tell you. Grind is the only thing standing in between you and what you want to be. I know y'all remember when Ashton Hall was trending the rise and grind aesthetic, or just on social media in general, you see people overly working, the never sleeping, the flex about how much work you're doing. But have you noticed that the people that preach that the most are usually the ones that look the most exhausted and aren't happy where they are in life? When you focus on the grind, you stop focusing on your identity. You treat yourself like a machine just running on repeat, trading your energy for a temporary feeling of productivity. I stopped doing that. I stopped trying to do more and I focused on being more. That's when everything is gonna change. Not even last week, my room looked like this. I started looking at my room, my headspace, and realizing that I was letting outside noise dictate how I moved. I painted my room black to curate my own art, to take control. It's not just painting your room black, it's taking a step. I stopped reacting to every little thing that was happening on my phone, in my DMs, and I stopped focusing on hustling and start focusing on attracting. When you get your mindset and your environment right, you don't have to grind anymore. It's not about doing 20 hours of work, it's about doing the right work from a place of clarity. I'm done with the hustle. And if you're tired of feeling burnt out for no reason, you should be done too. Ask yourself, are you grinding to show off, or are you now trying to really focus on your own shift? We've been conditioned to think that if we're not exhausted at the end of the day, then we didn't work hard. And that's a lie. When you're constantly grinding, it's like you're running on a treadmill. You're moving, you're sweating, but you're staying in that exact same spot. Most people are too busy hustling that they actually forget to ask themselves, like, who am I even trying to become? Why am I hustling? Why am I grinding? You fill your schedule with busy work so you don't actually have to face that you're not where you want to be. I noticed it in my own life. I was checking off boxes, I was hitting deadlines, I was grinding. For what? To be another head that fits in the crowd. Real power isn't in the grinding, it's in the detachment. It's realizing that most of the stuff you think you need to do, the networking, the late night stress, the constant hustle, it's just noise. It's fear masquerading as ambition. When you drop the weight, when you finally learn to detach from what everyone else expects of you, that's when you actually become dangerous. That's when you finally start moving forward. And let's be real. The reason you're scared to stop the grind is because you're terrified of the silence. As long as you're hustling, you don't have to sit with yourself. You don't have to sit and wonder if the path you're on is even the one you want. It's easier to be busy than it is to be honest. I had to get comfortable with the silence. Like, I had to learn that my worth isn't tied to how many hours I put in or how much I hustled for someone else's vision. The moment you stop trying to prove yourself to everybody is the moment that everyone is going to pay attention to you. Looking for approval in a cycle that was designed to keep you exhausted is it's not going to work. You think you're playing the game, but in reality, the game is playing you. And that's why you should stop grinding.